Hey guys!
Hey!
Let's be honest, life can be very unpredictable.
Yeah.
For example, you could 1 minute have the best budget in place, and then the next minute your boiler's broken down, or your car's broken down, or you're in a recession.
Yep.
And guess what? You've lost your job. So guys, today we're going to talk about the emergency fund.
Yes, we're going to talk about ways in which you can save money and build your emergency fund fast. Absolutely. And this is important because it just helps give you peace of mind and give you that security that you need. And it's also critical on the journey towards financial independence. My name's Ken.
And I'm Mary.
Of the Humble Penny and Financial Joy Academy. What we do on this channel is give you guys the tips, the insights, the practical hacks to help you work towards a dream life of financial independence and money joy. Let's dive in now and start to look at these 10 ideas for how you can build your emergency fund fast.
Okay, so the first point we're going to make on how you can save money fast and build your emergency fund fast is food.
Yep.
And the tip with food is meal planning.
Yes.
So with meal planning, you have your whole week of meals planned out for you. And so you know exactly what meal you're going to have every day for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And you shop according to your plan. So the benefits of that is that when you go shopping, you don't just buy unnecessary things and think, oh, that looks nice, let me just buy it. And what that also helps to do is to reduce wastage, because everything you buy is going to end up in a meal that you have carefully planned out for the whole week or for the month.
So that's a really good point. The key point to make as well is that you don't have to actually, as a beginner meal planner, you don't have to plan out every single meal. You could actually start by just planning out breakfast and lunch, for example, for the week.
Or lunch and dinner.
And what we've done, we've created a really detailed post with meal plan ideas, healthy meal plan ideas and affordable ones that you can check out. Put it in the link below and above for you to check out. Check out that link to those meal plan ideas and get started with saving money today and building up that emergency fund. Our second point is to start a service-based side hustle. Okay, we talk about side hustles a lot on this channel, and that's because we love them. By service-based side hustles, I mean something that you can do today using your existing skill set. Okay, and the beauty of that is that you get paid immediately. You're not waiting a few months or even up to a year to get paid. You use your existing skills to make money. Say, for example, if you're, say, an accountant, you could offer bookkeeping services to maybe individuals or maybe even to small businesses. Do you have any other examples?
Yeah, so for example, if you're good at doing hair, you can offer to do hair for people. Start with people that you know and then, take it from there.
Yeah, and those are really good examples. And the other thing to mention as well is tied to this side hustle idea is that you could explore freelancing. So freelancing is another way in which you can use existing skills. You might do freelance writing if you love writing, or you can use your existing skills to go up on a lot of these platforms such as Upwork, for example, or People Per Hour, and offer your existing skills on those platforms to get work that you can do like now or over the next few days or weeks even. But doing those bits of work, you actually see payments immediately to help you build that emergency fund.
Okay, so the third point is to lower necessary expenses.
Yep.
So with this, what you just need to do here is just to review all your necessary expenses and ask yourself, are there any that you actually still require? Because sometimes things change.
Yep.
For example, with your mobile, you might not need as much data if you're at home where you can rely on your Wi-Fi.
Yep.
So see if there's anything that you can negotiate with the contract provider or with your network provider there. Once you've done the review of all your necessary expenses, the ones that you do absolutely need, can you then go and negotiate a better deal with the provider?
Absolutely. And anything you do here literally goes towards you accelerating and building that emergency fund.
Yes.
Anything you're saving here. And you might find even very simply that by reviewing those expenses, you might have 2 or 3 of them that are up for renewal.
Yeah.
And you could get out there and have those conversations. And I find actually that by making a phone call, rather than just looking on the internet, you actually find better deals because you can negotiate based on, say, for example, the fact that you've been using that particular company for many years. That might give you a bit of an edge when it comes to saving money by getting the cost a bit lower.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next point is to start selling stuff. Okay, this is where you just look around your home And I can guarantee you that if you did an audit of things around your house and made a list of things that are just lying around and think to yourself, when last did I use this? You'll find that those things can be sold to make some extra money, maybe on eBay or somewhere like that. And that gets you closer towards building that emergency fund a lot faster. Any examples of things that people can maybe watch out for to sell?
Yeah, so it could be furniture that you don't need, or like a bed or a cot bed that your child is outgrowing, and you're not planning on having any more children anytime soon. And just like children's toys as well, you can you'd be surprised, things that they don't need anymore or play with, you can sell them on eBay.
Or even like old phones, right? So a lot of people do phone upgrades and still have their old phones lying around. That could make you maybe a couple of £100 even by selling it, like Mary said, on eBay, for example.
Okay, so the next point is budgeting. So the key thing with budgeting is that you're getting on your budget so that you can spend less. And it's also good to budget because then you will know exactly how much you need in terms of your emergency funds when you times it by 3, for example, so you know how much exactly in numbers you need for your emergency fund, and that helps you towards you know what goal that you're working towards when you have an actual number.
Budgeting also helps you actually build a habit. Okay, so the beauty here is the habit, especially if you're somebody who is working towards financial independence. Ultimately, you need that habit of keeping your spending way below your income. Okay, and that's what helps you to create that buffer to not only build that emergency fund a lot faster, but to help you accelerate other goals, such as potentially looking towards investing your money in the near future. Okay, so the next point is to claim some tax rebates. This is a really important point because a lot of people invest money into personal pensions, for example, in the UK, such as the SIP, the self-invested personal pension. And when they make those investments, if you're a higher rate taxpayer or an additional rate taxpayer, you can go back and claim more tax relief. Okay, so typically when you invest into your personal pension, what happens is that you get a 20% tax rebate automatically. But higher rate taxpayers can go back and claim the additional 20% such that they get total 40% tax rebate. Okay, because a pension is an environment where if you're paying into a pension, you shouldn't be taxed at all for paying into a pension. So you're giving back the tax that you'd paid already by making pension contributions. Okay, so what you want to do if you're a higher rate taxpayer, if you're not doing this already, is to head back, call the tax office, or do it via your self-assessment tax return and claim back that extra 20%, which can help you towards building that emergency fund a lot faster. If you're somebody who earns beyond the 40% tax rate, you can also do the same and claim back the additional tax that's due back to you. But the key thing is to make sure you call them and tell them that you want it as a check. Let them write you a check rather than them editing your tax code and adjusting it that way. Because if you could get that check back, it can be a really nice windfall that can help you quite quickly build up an emergency fund if you don't have one already.
Okay, so the next way to build up your emergency fund fast is to swap paid entertainment for free entertainment. So here we're talking nature walks, park tours, and just literally the limit here is your imagination and your creativity. Just change of environment can also make it feel like you're doing something different and fun.
And get other people involved as well. Get other people, get if you can, get some, obviously in the right conditions, get some friends involved. Because that then enhances the entertainment feel that you get, and you're deferring that paid entertainment and saving money that way. And it could be for a season, could be for maybe a period of 3 months maybe. Use that to build up and contribute towards you building up that emergency fund a lot faster.
You might even enjoy it so much that it won't even be just for a short season, and it might just be a whole lifestyle for you that you implement for your fun. And even if you invested in a good pair of wellies, so even if it's raining, that could all be part of the fun. And if you have children, they will love it even more so. So it's not just when the sun is shining that you can actually explore the outdoors.
Next point is to consider doing a spending freeze. Okay, this is where you simply analyze your financial life, and you look at those expenses that you incur. There could be some things that you really love having in your life and you enjoy having in your life, but you could survive without having them for a season, right? Without having them for a period of time. It could be a few weeks, could be a whole month, it could be a few months that you freeze those particular expenses. But what that does beautifully is that, you can always go back to having those expenses potentially, but what it does is it frees up a fair bit of money to help you work towards that position where you've built up at least 3 months worth of expenses saved aside in the event of an emergency.
Yes, that's a good point. Like, you could actually gamify it and make it like a challenge with some of your closest friends.
Yes.
How long can you go without a certain particular thing?
Yep.
And the good thing about it is like it's delayed gratification, because
Yes.
it's not like you're denying yourself of it totally. You're going to get it eventually, but you're just trying to exercise. There's a lot of discipline here, isn't it, to see how long you can go without something.
thing.
And you might find that at the end of the challenge, you might realize that, you don't actually need this particular thing anymore.
Yeah.
And that helps you keep saving in that particular area. Okay, so the next one is to do a swap party.
Yeah, so this is a really interesting idea. So let's imagine that you normally spend a particular amount of money every year on holiday, okay? And in the current environment, you might want to do a local holiday in the country. So how about considering saving some money and swapping homes with somebody else? We've had a couple of friends who've mentioned this idea to us as a way for them to save money. So if you have people who maybe live in a particular part of the country that you might want to visit, and they want to maybe visit your part of the country, you could just do a swap with them, because that way you both get a different experience. By doing that, you save a lot more money and build that emergency fund for yourself.
Yep, and so there could be something more simpler like a clothes swap party.
Yep.
So I did have this idea, but Ken doesn't think that it'll appeal to men. But for women out there, if you have a certain set of friends who maybe they're the similar dress size as you and have the same dress sense, you can all meet together in one place. You could take it in turns to host, and literally you swap clothes with each other. And the clothes that you have left over, you can then just give it away to charity.
And it's a way for you to save money, as you point out.
It's a way for you to save money, and it's also a way for you to catch up and have a good laugh with your friends. Right, so the final point here is to move back with your parents.
Yeah, crazy idea. But, we thought it'd be a fun idea, actually, and it might not appeal to everybody, of course. But this idea is one that will help you build up your savings very quickly, okay?
Yeah.
It might not appeal to you if you've got kids already, but if you're somebody who maybe lives by yourself or maybe lives, with a partner, that sort of stuff, this might appeal. But the beauty is you save money on a lot of things that you might ordinarily spend money on by moving with your family members, maybe your parents, for example. And it's fun, actually. It might be a good way to, over maybe a few months, catch up with your family members, catch up with your parents.
Yeah, fun for people if you've got that relationship with your parents. But also, you're not just living with your parents, you're actually still paying rent, but at a much lower rate. So you're helping out your parents, as well as, like Ken said, catching up and having fun with family members. And if you don't have your parents around, or if they're in a different country or they're not around, then maybe consider moving in with your siblings, for example, if you do have any siblings around.
Yeah, but the key is that you absolutely save money and it's material enough for you to build up at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, because that will radically change your life, because it gives you a lot more security and a lot more peace and comfort in the event that things go wrong. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. We really hope you've enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed this video, hit that like button, because it really helps encourage a ton more people to watch our videos.
And if you're new to this channel and you stuck to the end of this video, why not hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're alerted when we produce videos, usually on a Tuesday and a Thursday.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We really enjoyed hanging out with you. And we look forward to hearing from you in the comments, which of these ideas really resonated with you, in helping you build and save towards your emergency fund. If you're somebody who has managed to build their emergency fund fast, let us know. How did you do it? What were your ideas? Share with our community so that people can learn how they can do this too and help themselves get past, living in debt and building that emergency fund.
Fast.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank
and
you,
we look forward to seeing you again on our next video.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.